What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 27? Episode 27. Today's going to be a little bit different than things that we've done normally. We're kind of on an off week. Life happens, things happen, and we're going to talk about it. Let's get to the workouts.
Alright, so we're going to do a voiceover for this, and we're going to try this for the first time. So this EMOM that I'm going to do is a 20-minute EMOM, so it was a 2 EMOM. That means every 2 minutes on the minute, I go and switch to the next round. So the rounds went 15 air squats, 10 calories on the air bike, 5 pull-ups. And going into it, I thought it was going to be difficult, but not so taxing that I wouldn't be able to complete every round. And what I realized after the first round was that I was very wrong. So you'll see I'm charging away on the calories on the bike, which isn't something that's easy to do, but I'm getting better at it. But I was literally finishing the bike with no more than maybe 30 seconds left in my 2 minutes. So that only gave me enough time to transition off the bike and prepare for the pull-ups, where I would have 10 seconds left. Now as I went on, obviously you slow down over time because I wasn't able to maintain the pace that I needed to be able to complete every round. I got 1 or 2, maybe 2 or 3 rounds where I actually got the pull-ups in, and you'll see that as it goes on. But from the very get-go, I could realize very quickly that it was not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to stop my recording here and let you guys finish out the workout, and we'll talk about it more as we go on.
Alright, well, that was an absolute nightmare. So, didn't go as I expected, but we got something done. Next, we got 8-minute MRAP with just the bar. Hopefully that goes a little bit better. I'm expecting at least 3, starting 4. We'll see what happens.
Alright guys, so the second workout that I did was a 8-minute MRAP. So an MRAP usually means that's as many reps as possible, but this time we are talking in terms of rounds, so it's as many rounds as possible. So I went into it thinking, okay, 3 rounds, easy, I'll be able to start a 4th round, and I was pretty close. This really takes a lot of muscular endurance, especially even with just the bar, the movements alone, because of the higher rep work. With the beginning of it, it just kind of taxes your shoulders quicker. So the way it worked was 15 hang clean, 12 overhead push press, 9 front squat, 6 thrusters. Now for me, thrusters is like the biggest annoyance, just because it's I don't have the shoulder mobility that I need quite yet. I'm still working on that. And it's just one of those, it's a taxing movement all around. Doesn't matter how heavy you go. To go from a full bottom front squat all the way up to an overhead push press, it's a full body movement. So it was not as easy as I was expecting it. Now, if I had better muscular endurance and just a better engine overall, which will get better over time, this workout will be able to complete 4, 5, maybe even 6 rounds in the future, and then I can add weight and just slowly get stronger with it as I go on. but because of right now not being able to lift like heavy and not being able to do a whole lot of weight movements for another week or so, I thought of something that would be feasible but still tax my body and make me have to work and test myself. So here's the rest of the workout.
So, that's the end of the workout. I wanted to end this workout in this video episode a little bit differently than I have in the last few weeks, last few episodes, mostly like I have any episode, and just kind of talk. And normally I wouldn't do these kind of things, but I feel like with how I feel right now, this is a good time for me to vent and get things off my chest of my own. So, last week, at the end of last week, right before my Christmas break started, I got my wisdom teeth removed, all 4. And from asking people that I've done in the past, co-workers and family and friends and stuff like that, you know, I didn't think it would be a big deal. I'd get it done, I'd be good in 3 or 4 days, and I'd be able to go back to the gym the way I should be. However, that's not been the case. Whether it was just because I have such a high anxiety of the dentist anyway, and actually getting the procedure done and being like super emotionally happy about it just because I felt like that was a big accomplishment for myself, and getting it done, I felt super awesome. I thought that would even like speed up the recovery a little bit because I felt so good about it, but that wasn't the case. So it is now almost, tomorrow will be a week to the day that I got them removed, and this is the second workout I've done since then. And the first workout I did this week was mostly just chest things that I did with the band just to get my body moving because I've been so lethargic and depressed and down on myself. And what I came to realize is it wasn't so much me, it was mostly the medication they had given me. And at first I thought it was all me. I thought that, you know, because I couldn't eat normally, I started losing a little bit of my weight, and it turned out to just be water weight. But still, the fact that I'm losing weight, and that put me down, and I felt like I was shrinking. And when you're so used to doing a certain thing a certain way, and for me, I guess I'm very like, I don't want to say OCD because I'm not, that's, you know, everyone says that, but I am very much set in my ways and my routines and how I do things, and I got broken away from my routine, and it really messed up in my head. So I thought, you know, after this recovery, I'd be good to go. I'd get back in the gym and be gone, and that wasn't the case. So it's taken me some time. Today's the best day that I felt since the surgery. Today is the most I've eaten since the surgery. Today is the most I've worked out since the surgery. Do I want to say I'm 100%? Absolutely not. I still feel like I have a lot more things to do recovery-wise. Just for me to feel 100% again, I don't feel like I can just go grab something to eat and eat it normally. I still feel like I have to eat with a certain part of my mouth, and you know, I don't feel completely healed and all that. I still have to be careful with how much weight I lift and things like that because of how they did the removal of the teeth. It can mess up what they did and cause like the blood clots they put in to like mess up somehow and prolong the recovery time, which I don't want to do. So I would much rather take bigger gaps in days off, like every other day workout, and be 100% that way in the end, than to be at 75% and only be able to work out, you know, once or twice a week at, you know, a lower ability. So, I don't know. I'm using this as a way for me to just say that, you know, people say leave your ego at the door, leave all that, you know, and I don't think it's so much an ego thing as I think it's just like how we build our confidence up and what we think of ourselves. So I very much think of myself as a hard worker. I think of myself as someone who tries to, like, you know, I'm a father, I work basically every day. I mean, my job doesn't really stop when I'm not at work working. I'm at home doing something for work. And my workout time, my time to train, my time to better myself, my time to get myself prepared for things, that's the time I get to be the most me. So I feel like by losing that time, I lost a little bit of me. But I almost didn't put an episode out this week because I was very much like down on myself. But because I have the vlog, because I have the YouTube channel, because of what I'm doing, I was able to pull myself out of that rut. And of course, my friends were a big help too. My wife was there, has been there for me, making me feel like crap at most days, saying, you know, if you want to get better, you have to. If you want to be you, if you want to get better, you have to do the things that seem hard right now. And she's very much right. So I don't know if this will help anybody. I don't. Even if it helps one person, that's more than enough. If it doesn't help anybody, I'm just putting it out into the universe. You know, just try, just do your best. And I'm making things sound so much bleaker than they are, but to me they seemed really bad. But now that I sit here and talk about it out loud and put it on film and put it on camera and put it out for the world to see, the 15 people that follow me, which thank you by the way, we grabbed another subscriber from the last episode. Super cool dude. And I'm really happy that, you know, he even messaged me and said, you know, I'm using you as a motivation to train again and get back in the gym, which makes me feel awesome. So that too, that kind of stuff drives me to be even more and do more than I already do. So for anybody that needs to hear it, you're bigger than your problems. You're stronger than your problems. You're stronger than your issues. Get out and train. Get out and do the things that make you happy. It may not be the gym. It may not be, you know, anything physical. It may be playing your music. It may be, you know, making movies. It may be writing comic books. Whatever it is that makes you excited, makes you happy, makes you feel like you, do it. But we're going to end the episode on that note. That was the workout for this week. I want you to go out and be you. So stay strong, stay healthy. Whatever it is that makes you feel strong and healthy, go do that. And until next week, we're out.